Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben. Thanks for watching the Soar Skater Studio. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of consistency. So when I say consistency, I don't really mean like you're able to nail the tray flip every time, although that's an awesome portion of consistency, an awesome kind of consistency you can have. The kind of consistency I'm talking about today is just showing up every day to do the thing. So like whenever new skaters ask me for advice or whatever, something I always tell them is if you skate for 10 minutes every day, you'll get better way quicker than if you skate for like 2 hours on the weekend. Even though like 10 minutes a day every day, that's only 70 minutes a week versus 2 hours on a Saturday, that's 120 minutes a week. Doing it every day is just going to build that muscle memory. It's going to just give you the opportunity to practice every day and get more used to things. And so I think most people who skate know what I'm talking about. And I think that's a principle that could apply to almost anything in life. Just that tiny investment every day is going to pay off so much more than just maybe doing a couple hours once a week or something like that. And that applies very, very much so to these mindful fitness sessions that I'm doing here. And that's what I want to talk about. So one way that it applies, and I think this is probably the most important, is that if you're doing just a little bit every day, it's going to make it so much more likely that you form a habit out of it. And that habit formation becomes very powerful. So I would recommend to you, if you're like just starting to bring stretching, just starting to bring a little strength building or mindful fitness into your life, if this is the first time you're doing like a body exercise thing, for the sake of forming a habit, start tiny, but commit to doing it every day. So maybe you see one of my videos that you like and you say, okay, I'm just going to do the first 5 to 10 minutes of this video every day. And then if I do that and I want to do more, I can, but I'm only going to make myself do 5 to 10 minutes because then it's easy. It's not such a big commitment. It's not like you're blocking out an hour every day to do like this huge workout. And then some days you don't have time and you just slip out and then you haven't done it for a week all of a sudden. So maybe you just say, I'm just going to do this video for the first 10 minutes, but I'm going to do that every day. Or maybe you find a particular stretch or a particular posture or strength building exercise and you say, okay, this one is really good for me. I like it. I know it's going to benefit me a lot. So I'm just going to do this one every day. And I'm going to commit to doing that for like a month and then see where I'm at after that. I think that's another great approach because if you do find an exercise that's really good for you, even if that is all you do, if you're doing it every day, it's going to benefit you over time. But also, even if it only takes 5 minutes to do that thing, like I said, it's an easy way to set yourself up for success in developing a habit. And then if you do develop that habit of setting aside 5 minutes every day, then maybe next month you can say, okay, now I'm going to do 10 minutes every day. I'll do this stretch and that stretch. Or, maybe eventually after a year, you're actually doing it for 30 minutes or a full hour every day. And then you've built up a habit, which is probably going to be one of the most beneficial habits of your life, just good, healthy exercise. So that's one reason that consistency, just showing up every day, even if it's only a tiny bit, is super, super important. Another reason is like compound interest. You can think of it like building up compound interest, right? So like if you do this stretch that's really good for you like once, then okay, cool, maybe you'll feel a little bit better that day. But if you do it every day for a whole month, then that's just going to change your body a little bit. It'll change how you're feeling every day and it'll start to help you learn how to relax a certain muscle. It'll help you improve mobility somewhere, or if it's a strength building exercise, it'll help you build strength. And even that little bit will count. And, it's kind of like the idea of Rome wasn't built in a day. When it comes to like healthy choices for your body and mindful exercise being one of those healthy choices, it's like health is made up of tiny decisions that you make over and over and over and over. So it's not like you can do one workout one day and then never work out again and smoke cigarettes and drink beer and eat fast food all the time, and then you'll be healthy. You got to choose that healthy thing over and over, day after day. And eventually the benefits build up over time. Now, another benefit of consistency is that you need repetition to build strength. And strength is such an important part of preventing soreness because you need your body to be strong enough to do the things you want to do and support your joints and take the impacts that you put it through day to day. So, strength is built on repetition. So let's say like 1 week you do like a whole bunch of push-ups, and then the next week you do a whole bunch of sit-ups. And then the week after that, you go jogging every day. And then the week after that, you do a bunch of pull-ups. By the end of the 4th week, you'll definitely be fitter than you were at the start if you weren't exercising at all. But you might not have developed your biceps so much because at that point, it's been 3 weeks since you've done any push-ups, right? So a better approach would be, like, if you really want to, work on your biceps and all the muscles related to push-ups, maybe just focus on push-ups. Or better yet, develop a balance routine where every week you do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some jogging, some pull-ups, and progress in each exercise, each area will be slower, but over time, again, that compound interest effect will happen and you'll become much fitter. So you need repetition to build strength. You got to do reps. So that's another benefit of consistency, because if you're doing strength building exercises consistently, you will build strength. Another thing that's really important for mindful fitness is awareness development. And I think this can happen, you can kind of apply this to a lot of different things, but it's especially effective with mindful exercise like yoga or the stuff that I teach. So when I say awareness, I mean your ability to tune in and really feel your body so that you can recognize what it's doing. And you can recognize, oh, my leg feels this way when I'm doing this exercise, or it feels that way when I'm doing that exercise. And I know that this feeling relates to strengthening it in this way, whereas this feeling relates to, stretching it in this way. And through developing awareness, through learning how to sense your body more accurately, more fully, you can do exercises better because you're more aware of yourself. So you just have better technique. And I think developing body awareness is also hugely beneficial when it comes to skateboarding or any other kind of athletic endeavor, because you just know how to use your body better. So just a quick example for me, I am a big fan of this thing called Feldenkrais. I'll probably talk about that in other videos, but Feldenkrais has definitely influenced what I do here, although it's not the same exact thing. But it's like a really slow, meditative kind of movement practice. It's like even slower than most restorative yoga classes. And really the entire point is to just better your body awareness. It's not really to build strength or flexibility or anything. And so I interned with a Feldenkrais practitioner for a semester in college. And after that internship, one of the things I noticed was that when I did backside 180s, I would like hunch my back midway through the spin. And that was affecting how I landed, and it was affecting my ability to do backside flips consistently. So I could do backside 180s consistently, but it was kind of sketchy and I couldn't really do it over gaps. And I could do backside flips not that consistently, and it would always be sketchy. But then when I noticed, when I was just like, better attuned to my body and more aware, when I noticed that I was hunching my back midway through the spin, I was able to correct that and more consciously keep my back upright as I spun around. And that led to higher backside 180s, smoother, cleaner. I could do them faster. I could do them over stuff. And then I finally started to do backside flips more consistently. And so practicing mindful exercise on a consistent basis is one of the best ways to develop body awareness, because when you're doing movements slow and controlled and in sync with the breath, very on purpose, very much with the intention to feel what you are doing, then, if you're doing that every day, then you're going to develop that body awareness, and that's going to translate to any kind of exercise or whatever you do with your body. And then there's also, when it comes to consistency and the importance of it, you're just going to develop technique better. So obviously with anything you do with your body, there's technique, whether it's the proper push-up form, whether it's the right way to do this weird stretch without hurting yourself, whether it's the right way to do a kickflip. There's always technique. And I guess when it comes to skateboarding, there is no right way to do it. So whatever. But, some people have cleaner kickflips. That's just how it is. There's always technique, and doing stuff more often, practicing, will improve your technique. And that's another one of the ways that consistency in mindful exercise is super beneficial. And that's it. So I got my list and I went through the whole thing. It's only 10 minutes. Look at that, pretty good. I will just reiterate the importance of developing habits. So like I said, just find those 1 or 2 exercises that you really love, or find that one video that really helps you out, and just commit to doing 5 or 10 minutes of that every day. And if you do that for a month, by the end of it, that's a pretty solid habit that you've formed. And it's also helpful to pick the same time to do it every day, but I'll maybe make another video about that. But I just want to reiterate the importance of consistency in habit formation. Just tiny bits every day, making an easy commitment, something that you're not going to bail out of last minute. And like I said, you'll develop that habit, which will be so beneficial for your life. All right, once again, my name is Ben. This has been a video from the SoarSkater Studio. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.